hier wird nichts zustoßen.
Sofort außer!
What the? She tried to shoot me!
It doesn't make her a bad person. I am going to have to search you.
You have to let me go.
Oh, not the chance!
I assumed you were deep cover back in London, but isn't this taking the role a little far?
Hang on a minute, you know her!
Well, we haven't been formally introduced, but I'm pretty sure she's British intelligence.
Ilsa Faust. You're Ethan Hunt. And that shade is very hard to find.
What were you doing at the opera tonight?
What, aside from killing the Chancellor?
Saving your life in London put me in a tight spot with some very dangerous people. I was going to kill the Chancellor to regain their trust.
Ah, so you admit that you killed him?
I went through the motions. That's not the same thing.
You thought you put him in the hospital? Take him out of harm's way.
Same thing you tried to do.
You're not going to believe that, are you? What about the rest of her team?
You mean those other two idiots? I can only assume they were redundancies.
In case you didn't follow through. One man to kill the Chancellor, the other one to kill you. A test.
Second one I failed, thanks to you.
And the car bomb was insurance.
We have a tail.
Who is he?
We're after the same thing, and I can help you. If you want to bring down the syndicate, you have to let me out.
They're closing.
This has to look like an escape, so you just throw me out anywhere.
Tell me who he is.
Oh! Change of plan! Throw her out!
You have everything you need to find me.
Less than 24 hours after we interviewed Benji Dunn about Ethan Hunt, he was on a plane to Vienna with tickets to the opera, and within 6 hours of his arrival, the Chancellor was dead. Now, that might be circumstance to some public defender, but to the CIA, that is actionable intelligence.
Consider for the moment the possibility that his investigation led him to the opera, and that he's the one with the actionable intelligence.
In any case, finding Hunt is no longer a pet project. The Special Activities Division will now have full discretion.
You mean shoot to kill?
Whether Hunt lives or dies is entirely up to him.
New identity. His passport, cash, route map. There's a change of clothes in that bag right there. Everything you need to make it to DC undetected. Once you're there, you'll have to inform on me.
Sorry, what's to tell the truth?
You came to Vienna believing you won 2 tickets to the opera. I attempted to recruit you into assassinating the Chancellor. You refused.
The truth.
Your life depends on them believing you, Benji. It'll go easier if you tell them what they want to hear.
Ethan, at least tell me what this is all about.
You recognize anyone?
Him?
His former KSA, German intelligence. Missing, presumed dead.
He was at the opera tonight.
This one too. Former Mossad.
Let me guess, presumed dead.
Tonight I made it official. I was looking for him in the Bosphorus. The same day a car accident killed the visiting president, Malawi. He slipped away again in Jakarta, hours before a passenger plane vanished over the Pacific with 236 passengers. I just missed him in the Philippines, right before a fire at a petrochemical plant gassed a village of 2,000 people.
You're saying these accidents are somehow connected?
That missing plane was carrying the secretary of the World Bank. That fire bankrupted a global arms corporation. That wreck triggered a civil war. These are no accidents. They're links in a chain, the work of a single organization, the Syndicate. A rogue nation, trained to do what we do, imbued with a new sense of purpose, destroy the system that created them, regardless of who's in the way.
An anti-IMF.
And since Huntley shut us down, they have been escalating unchecked. Killing the Chancellor tonight was a statement. The start of a new phase.
Or they could just be a series of random disasters.
He was there. Every time. Just like he was there tonight, I'm sure of it. I don't know who he is, where he's from, how he's funded. But I know he's the key.
Ethan, this is what I signed up for. Let me help you find it. That's why I brought you here in the first place. And look what happened. I can't protect you. That's why I need you to leave. That's not your decision to make, Ethan. I am a field agent. I know the risks. More than that, I am your friend. No matter what I tell the polygraph every week. Now, you called me because you needed my help. And you still do. So I am staying. And that is all we are going to say about that. Okay. Good. Where do we start? Ilsa.
Right. And how do we find her?
She said we have everything we need.
We had an agreement. You send me to do a job, I do it. But my way, not yours.
Where did I deviate?
You put 2 more gunmen at the opera tonight. One of them tried to kill me.